coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they loving us no more. No, or an Austin bar is raised. If you know me, now I can bar for days. Nothing to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? See some, see some. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face? In my face, in my face, in my face, in my face. That's how still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
Hey, it's Paul. I was listening to the album. Good luck. You're on your own.
Guess who's back? Back again. She's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Well, look what the stork brung. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. And it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white jerk. Pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with the in a light shirt. Lyrical technician, an electrician. Y'all light work. And I don't gotta play pretend. It's you, I make believe. And you know I'm here to stay, cause me. If I was to ever take a lead, it would be aspirin to break a feed. If I was to ask for Megan D Stallion, if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at a feat? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back like
Abracadabra.
And for my last trick,
I'm about to reach in my back, bruh.
like
Abracadabra.
and for my last trick.
Just like that, and I'm back, bruh.
Now back in the days of old me, right around the time I became ate some as a way of coping. Take the case of turned me into smiley face emoji. May not be age appropriate, but I will put an 8-year-old indeed with a participation trophy.
Yes, I have zero doubts that this whole world's bound to turn into some Girl Scouts. That censorship bureau's out.
Set me down. So when I started this verse, it did start off lighthearted at first, but it feels like I'm targeted. Mind-boggling how my profit is skyrocketed. Look what I pocketed. Yeah, it's just like y'all have been light jogging in. I've been running at full speed, and that's why I'm ahead like my noggin. I'm the fight y'all get in when you debate who the best, but I'm some white. I step up to that mic, cock it then. Oh my God, attention, not again.
Abracadabra.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. The weekend where 4 teams gets cut down to 2 here in the AFC. The divisional round contest is underway. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Motioning the tight end now. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Maybe some nerves. It's an interception on his first pass. Darnell Savage with a pick. And the Jaguars get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB in you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. Now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
They run it again with Bigsby. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Again, it's Bigsby. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's again to Bigsby. And they bring him to a stop, but this run gets him into the red zone, down to the 15. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Third and a lone yard coming up. They'll send him over right. They give up the gut to Bigsby. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. Give him 5 yards. Things looking good. 2nd and goal now from the 2. Bigsby. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown. The Jaguars parlay the interception into points. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
On now is Cook to kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Makes the grab in bounds left side. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Running with A-Chain out of the gun. This is ahead for about 5. Tackled there by Jordan Lewis. Even 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. They'll stick with, the ball's out, he lost it. Oh, they got it back, they can try and salvage something. Wow, this has been a rough sequence for them starting out. First the interception, and now almost giving it away again on the fumble.
Yeah, Coach's going to have to get everybody around the campfire and get this thing figured out, because through all the years and all the styles of play, we know one thing, Kate. Turnover margin in the NFL is the biggest indicator of winning and losing.
And they're going to bring him down at the 36. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd down carry for A-Chan. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Tua out of the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Flush down now to his left. It's out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. So that's the end of one in this AFC divisional round contest. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They've been moving it well, but face a 3rd down here. Defense showing blitz. Tagovailoa. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Tyreek Hill. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Aubrey puts it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Bigsby. They'll cobble together a yard there. Coming in for the stop was Michael Pierce. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
This is Bigsby. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Throwing on 3rd, Smith. Short pass brought in. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Running left with Bigsby. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Looking to throw, Smith. Got a man, it's Thomas. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars now lead by 10. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
On now is Cook to kick this away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Madison. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Two and out from the gun. He completes it in traffic. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. That's caught. Devon Achane. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Tackled there by Jordan Lewis.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the 47. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Short pass caught by his tight end. We'll have him gain about a handful there. The former #1 pick, Trayvon Walker on the stop. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. It's the Dolphins facing 2nd and 5. Here's Tua again. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing on 3rd, Tagovailoa. Complete beyond the marker. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They put a receiver in motion right. From the 20 on second down. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
20, TX.
Motioning him from the slot right. Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on third. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this is down all the way to the 3. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it first and goal.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. Out of the gun, Madison. Takes it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins make it a one-score game before halftime. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Dolphins cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Shotgun snap to Smith. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. A give right side. Here's Bigsby. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Willie Gay there on the tackle. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Smith on third and short. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. From the gun, Smith. It's caught. That's Mike Williams. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars will add to their lead at the end of the half. Mike Williams, the touchdown. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars drive their lead to 11. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials. Now talk about a golden opportunity at an immediate 1st down following that encroachment flag. He'll throw it. It's another 1st half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Jaguars will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
One is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that 1st half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the 2nd half has in store for us. Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. Returning it from the 4. Good looking return here, and he's got room. A nice return, but what a hit we had at the end of it.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your #1 objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the 2nd half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that 1st half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
Now we give left side to Bigsby. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Now it's Bigsby, and he's going to be taken down right around the 39. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Smith. That's caught for the 1st. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Pressure comes. Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field, brought in, inside the 20. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Working inside the red zone. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Handoff here for Bigsby. And he's able to get this down to the 13. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Going with Bigsby here. And this time they get to him early and stick him along the line of scrimmage. Couldn't manage even a yard on that run, so now it's 4th down. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. From the left hash, about 31 yards out. The kick by Shudak is good. And that extends their lead to 14.
Here in the 3rd quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, well, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
On now is Cook to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. 2nd half begins with a run by Achane. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Man in motion headed right. 1st down, here's Tua. Caught, nice gain left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
21G. Man in motion out of the slot. Tagovailoa on 1st down. Able to find Achane. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Only one quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. It's Dolphins ball, their season down potentially to its final quarter. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. A-chain on the inside give. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 18-yard line.
Another try following the sack. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins now within 1 score in the 4th. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Jason Sanders is the kickoff for Miami.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
30-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Carry here for Bigsby. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 4 yards does get him back to even, partner, but they're left with 3rd and 10 now.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Back to throw it. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Bigsby. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Again, it's Bigsby. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
They send a man in motion. Looking to throw. Short pass brought in. On the move, past the 40. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Jaguars leading by 7. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Shotgun give now to Bigsby. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Offense to the line for second down. They run it again with Bigsby. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over him.
Here he is to throw. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So that brings up 4th and long.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third down's critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. He'll look to throw it. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's A-Chain up the middle. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
3rd down run from A-Chain. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
The time is there, but the timeouts are not. You've got to be smart. It's 1st and 10. Wright running out of the gun. Works his way to the 35. And he gets this all the way to the 31-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Back to throw. A-Chan reels it in. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. And now it's 3rd and short.
Down and 3 yards to go.
Here he is to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go down here at the 16. Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either. Setting up to pass. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
They send a receiver in motion right. Here's Tua again. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
To throw. And it's not over yet. They score here in the final minutes, and now they can tie or even win this game right here. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. Sanders all set to send it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Well, Brock, 4 quarters, couldn't decide a winner. And now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. And postseason overtime differs from what we saw in the regular season. A touchdown on the opening drive doesn't end things anymore. Both teams guaranteed a possession. And if we're still tied after each team has had the football once, we then go to sudden death, and the first score takes it. It's been the type of game that makes the playoffs so great to watch. A spot in the AFC title game on the line as we're underway in overtime. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. First throw of overtime now. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Back to the air, it's Smith. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
They've got a man in motion. Throwing on third, Smith. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And again, it's Smith. Throw reeled in by Thomas. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
It's Johnson on second down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third down, 1 yard to go. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Biggest play of OT. Offense set now on 4th down. Shotgun snap to Smith. That's caught beyond the marker. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first. Running left with Bigsby. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars break the tie and go up by 6. On is Little for the extra point. The extra point is good, and that's a big one. Now their defense just has to defend a 7-point lead here in overtime. On now is Cook to kick this away. Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose! Oh, no, and it bounces out of their own end zone. That's going to be a safety.
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner, because you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it could go harmlessly out of bounds.
1st and 10 now from the 30. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. So a key moment here in overtime for both teams to strategize. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with Achane. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Tua now from the gun. Completes this one to Hill. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Miami.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. They send a tight end in motion. From the gun, a run for Madison. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more when they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. They go play action with Tagovailoa. Escapes the pocket. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Receiver in motion, headed right. Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on third. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. All right, Brock, we're at the ultimate do-or-die point here. Get the first down, or it all comes to a close.
I live for moments like these. If this were the regular season, remember, this game would already be over with the touchdown, but it's the playoffs, and they got a shot to answer, and they need to find an answer now, or they can start making their draft plans.
Big moment here in overtime. Fourth down, and the offense is out there. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He puts some power on a deep one left. And this is going to be a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Dolphins leaving the offense out there as they try for a two-point conversion. The defense takes its third and final timeout, as they'll have none remaining in OT. Defense had a chance to scheme it up, now lined up to defend this try. Tagovailoa will look to throw. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. For the Jaguars, the visitors in this one, but they take home the win. And that was the type of game you can only hope for in the postseason, Brock. Couple of deserving teams laying it all out there, and they were finally able to get the win and keep their playoffs going. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Jaguars as we say so long from Miami.
You can meet it like this. You ain't never seen it like this. You ain't never seen it like this. Look at me go. Look at me go. Hey, we about to blow. Act like you know. Hey, we on the road. Look at me go. Hey, bringing it home. We in the zone. Hey, 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 hey. Look at me go.
I caught you red-handed, red lips on some that ain't mine. I should call it off of where we're standing. Cause girl, you and I don't wanna waste my time. Looking in your eyes, baby, I don't even see you. Running around like you don't even wanna be. I know the story, baby, I wanna confess you. I got one question, what would you do to you? Would you love you, would you leave you out to dry? Would you lie, say that running don't cross your mind? And tell me, baby, would you drive you crazy? What would you do? What would you do to you? Knowing you set the whole damn house on fire. Knowing you wouldn't let you make it out alive. For you blame me, tell me that you hate me. What would you do? What would you do to you? What would you do to you? And tell me honestly, if you practiced honesty, would you tell the world that you're everything I thought you'd be? Would you take you back? Would you cut you loose? If you were wearing these boots, baby, what would you do to you? Would you love you? Would you leave you out to dry? Would you lie, say that running don't cross your mind? And tell me, baby, would you drive you crazy? What would you do? What would you do to you? Knowing you set the whole damn house on fire. Knowing you wouldn't let you make it out alive. For you blame me, tell me that you hate me. What would you do? What would you do to you? Looking in your eyes, baby, I don't even see you. Running around like you don't even wanna be. I know the story, baby, I wanna confess you. I got one question, what would you do to you? Would you love you, would you leave you out to dry? Would you lie, say that running don't cross your mind? And tell me, baby, would you drive you crazy? What would you do? What would you do to you? Knowing you set the whole damn house on fire. Knowing you wouldn't let you make it out alive. For you blame me, tell me that you hate me. What would you do? What would you do to you? What would you
I put the new 4Gs on the G. I into the bloody bottoms is underneath. Cause I might got it out the streets. I keep